Guys, welcome back to the stream. There's a lot more than blood, sweat, and tears that go into running our ads on any of the ad platforms. Money. Money is as crucial to your advertising as a clear strategy is. Without a clear strategy, irrespective of how much money you put into the ads, they won't run. Irrespective of how good a strategy you have, if you don't have money, your ads pretty much cannot run at all. So what you need to do is, if you are thinking about AI and marketing today, you need to understand how AI can help you leverage the technology and the aspects that the technology brings to optimize your ad campaigns. What was optimization to us when we started optimizing things or creating campaigns without AI? It was pretty simple. If you take Google advertising into account, all it meant to optimize was optimize the keywords, optimize your ad texts, optimize your bids, and maybe here and there optimize your landing pages. Go to your search terms report, find out the keyword variations that you have not included, find out more variations. It was pretty manual. It was pretty static. It was pretty boring. It was pretty bland, right? Now, let me tell you what happened after AI came into the picture. After AI came into the picture, now it was no longer about you optimizing the keywords and you optimizing the bids. It's about AI predicting what might work based upon what happened in the past. Now, this took a while for all the advertisers and practitioners to understand this new approach. It is no longer about what you can do, what you can research. It's about what can you provide to the system so that it can predict better on your behalf. Now, it was a greater shift, not just in terms of technology, but in terms of the new approach that one had to develop to work with AI and optimization. We were all taught at the beginning of the time that AI is not accurate and AI's optimization can only ruin your accounts. Now think about what happened with insights and what happened with recommendations on Google Ads. Less than 20% of the people even go to the recommendations page on your Google Ads account. Now, the new shift in technology and the new shift in the operations of ads or in the ad world has made things more important than ever to be familiar with what AI is doing and how AI works. That is the essence of this session, and we are talking about how AI is going to optimize your ads going forward, which is already happening in all the ad platforms that we are running. So if you look at your screens, I don't want to waste much of your time. I rather want to show you what things have become. All right. Now, if you look at your screens, this is a very, very, very simple handwritten notes kind of structure because I wanted to keep it relatively simple and not confuse you further. So if you look at what is happening on your screens now, let me try and pick something to highlight. Okay, let me take this. Okay, now if these are the people that we are talking about, let's say if these are the users who are trying to visit your website. Now, people have visited your website, and based upon the data, the behaviors, and their previous history, AI is helping users segment your target audiences. Now, once the segmentation has begun, custom ads have been shown to people based upon their behaviors and a very carefully drafted creatives. Now, each of these segments were shown different variations of ads just to see which of these is performing better, which is nothing but test and optimize. Do you see how your traditional approach of optimizing keywords, bids, and landing pages has changed into this massively organized, simple, efficient structure? Basically, you have a bunch of visitors visiting your website, and based upon their data, based upon the behaviors, based upon their previous history and their demographics, AI is able to segment these things. And once the segmentation has begun, each of these categories are shown very relevant, tailor-made ads, which in turn will have different variations, and then test and optimize just to see what can AI do to make it better for you going forward. Let's actually backtrack and take a step back and see what AI can do. All that AI does, ladies and gentlemen, is this. AI analyzes the data, it actually forms patterns, and it starts predicting better. If you are a business owner, if you understand this about AI, that's it, you're set. You have your foundational mindset ready. What does AI do for your ad campaigns, especially for paid campaigns? It looks at the previous data. It looks at factors like your behaviors of the audiences, demographics, interests, their purchase history, etc. It analyzes this data and forms patterns. These patterns are fed into the system to predict outcomes based upon what? Based upon what happened in the past. So you better be giving the system good data for it to come up with good predictions. Once that is out of the way, this is exactly what AI does. takes a bunch of users, collects the data based upon various factors like demographics, behaviors, their browsing history, patterns, etc., and then segments your audiences based upon these groups, these behaviors. Now, the segments are catered very, very, very carefully drafted, customized ads. That's what your responsive search ads in Google does, by the way. Now, these ads will have different variations just to test and optimize what is bringing in the results so that that data is fed into the system and then it can start predicting better for you. Now, once that is done, all the major platforms that you have today, now this is something that you have to remember, all the major platforms that you have today, whether it is Google or Facebook or Bing or any other platform today, is leveraging AI, and not just leveraging. What it does, it is taking care, or it is taking AI technology into account, and what it is doing is it is taking the data and using its technological aspects and the history of the users and the data that you provide to come up with better predictions for you. How is it doing it? It is doing it through things like smart bidding and responsive search ads in Google. It is doing through things like lookalike audiences and automated ads and dynamic ads on Facebook. And Bing also has similar structures like what happens on Google Ads. Now, once this is done, how does it actually work? What it does is you start with a goal of your business. What is the goal that you have? Based upon the goal, you choose the right platform, whether it is Google Ads or Facebook or Bing or YouTube or any platform. Now, then you have a target audiences that get segmented and customized ads are being shown. On one side of the coin, this is all happening in the backend. On the other side, there is constant testing, optimizing, and evaluation that's happening with AI, because AI wants to test, optimize this data so that it can give you better predictions in going forward. How does it do it? It simply passes on the learnings to your ad platforms, which start performing according to the insights that the AI systems have given. Now, once this is done, ladies and gentlemen, multiple iterations of this and careful analysis and careful monitoring from you, who is a human at the end of the day, will let you take maximum advantage of AI in optimizing your ad campaigns. This is not rocket science. Businesses don't have to be overwhelmed about, oh, I don't know what AI is doing to my business. I don't know how to get started with AI when running paid campaigns. This is all you have to do. You have to do nothing. You just have to pay attention to what's happening in your account. Make sure you're enabling the system by providing it right sets of data. That's it. And the so-called AI in paid campaigns that we're talking about is already happening. There is nothing that you have to do. There is nothing that you have to integrate on your website. There is no new technology that you have to learn. No, there is no new hiring needed. All you need to do is make do with what you already have, but just a change in mindset is needed. Now, once that is out of the way, now that we have taken AI is not something which is an external tool that you have to plug and play, this is a major shift in methodology and thinking is needed. Once you have understood this aspect, let's move forward and get some learnings. AI is not magic. It is not a plug and play system where it performs magic to your ad campaigns. It is the data that you have given, you have enabled the system. The second thing is automation and optimization is a core feature of AI. AI will help you in automating things and optimizing things with the latest advanced technology. Agreed. But it still lacks the creativity and the judgment that a humans may have. If some conversion is wrongly assigned, let's say instead of a purchase, a page view has been assigned as a conversion option in your Google Ads account, and if you blindly go by the data and say that okay, this is these number of conversions, and if you don't do anything about it, the system will consider page view as a conversion and it will optimize it accordingly, which is a blunder because you're feeding in the wrong signal for the system to optimize. So what you need to do, use your human judgment and creativity to stop it there, delete that conversion, add a new conversion called purchase, which is exactly what you should be tracking, then feed in the system with this data so that it can start performing and predicting better for you. Then stay ahead of the curve. No matter how much we say AI is already here, it is still in its nascent stages when it comes to technology, when it comes to ad platforms and ad management and ad optimization. So you have to stay ahead of the curve, sink in as much as you can, get your teeth in the game, learn as much as you can, and start having start having this mindset of always keep learning, because things change. And nobody expected that this is what the ad world will look like with the emergence of AI 5 years ago. Nobody saw it coming. These are some things that you need to keep in mind. And as a business owner, this is how AI is going to impact your paid ad campaigns. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Until next time, ciao.